Hey guys, what's up? It's Retro Mikey78 here, and didn't want to live stream the E3 stuff today. Probably won't be live streaming all week. Got to go to work, work nights, do the different times. Just not gonna work for me to get up and set up. But I am gonna get up and try to watch each presentation. I'll probably be watching the Xbox. Can't do Bethesda tonight. Got to go to work early. We'll definitely be covering Square Enix tomorrow. So after that one, I will be doing another one of these videos. And I will definitely be doing one after Nintendo. Basically, I'll be covering those three big ones. So, that being said, I'm not going to show any game footage. You guys want to see anything, I will try to find the link to the Xbox presentation down below and put it in the description so you can go back and watch it yourself. But I'm going to tell you the stuff and react to what I did see. So, we're going to go through, and I wrote down everything that I thought was interesting. I actually had my wife write it down. And we'll go through what I could catch and what I saw and what I thought of the whole Xbox presentation. So before we get started, don't forget to leave a like, a subscribe, hit the bell so you can see when the next ones come out. You can also follow me on Twitter, on Facebook and Twitter. So, let's get started. Microsoft said they were going to have a 2-hour presentation. It ended up being like an hour and 37 minutes. So, hey, I'm happy. I was getting a little anxious sitting there for the hour and 37. So, let's get started in this. First, they showed a game called The Outer World. Hadn't heard much about it, but it was an interesting game. Some type of combat game, sort of like Gears of War or something like that, but done in a outer realm type place in the galaxy. Comes out October 25th, and it will be on Game Pass day one. So, those of you with Game Pass, you can try that one. Next up, they showed by Ninja Theory Bleeding Edge. It's a 4-on-4 fighting game. June 27th, they will start having a tech event with it. So, those of you that want to play that and try that on June 27th, you can check that one out. Then they had Ori and the Will of the Wisp. Never played an Ori game, but this one looked interesting. Comes out February 11th, 2020. And if it's on Game Pass, which I didn't catch that part of it, I'm definitely going to check that out. It just looked like an interesting game, or I might buy it and check it out and do a review of that one. Next up, they had Minecraft Dungeons, and it's almost like a Minecraft game in the Diablo form, where you're down in dungeons and fighting, and it had co-op, local, and multiplayer. I'm definitely going to check this out. I don't really like Minecraft games, but I like the idea of the dungeons and the multiplayer part. It is available on Game Pass at launch in spring of 2020. And during the presentation, Nintendo also tweeted that it will be on the Switch with cross-platform. So, there you go. You can either get it on Nintendo or you can get it on Xbox. Next up, they did a little bit bigger of a trailer for Star Wars Fallen Order. Man, that game looks great. Showed more gameplay than what they did yesterday with E3 or EA. That game there will be out November 15th of this year. Won't be on Game Pass, but still, I know I'm picking that game up, so definitely going to buy that. Next up, this game here, we brought it up and nobody could tell what it was. I was watching Spawn Waves broadcast, and he kept showing it ended up being the Blair Witch Project for a new game. But we kept thinking it was Outcast, what he was saying. That's actually what I thought it looked like, a lot like a new Outcast. But no, it's a survival horror game in the Blair Witch storyline. And it's available on Game Pass on August 30th. Definitely going to check that out. Next up, they bring up Cyberpunk 2077. Honestly, I'm not into the big, huge realm games, Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead, and I was looking at Cyberpunk. Really wasn't interested. Didn't tweak my thing. And then all of a sudden, they show Keanu Reeves in it. And you're like, that looks like Keanu Reeves. And all of a sudden, he walked out on stage. You got to see him. He did a little bit of a bit. Then they showed more gameplay and stuff of it. So Cyberpunk will be out April 16th of 2020. And I'm definitely going to check that out now because I got to see what Keanu Reeves is doing in it. But the next game they released and showed was Battletoads. And I'm going to tell you right now, Battletoads is available on Game Pass when it comes out. I might have to buy it for when they take it off Game Pass, but Battletoads looks awesome. The graphic style, I mean, they got to make it look better than what they did back in the day, but this time it looks like it's more arcade-ish. So, I can't wait. I got to check out Battletoads. And then they showcase like 15 or 30 or 20 games, just indie games for the Game Pass, just showing little clips of them. That didn't, I'm not into the indie game scene as much, but then they did something big. Available today on Game Pass. For those of you that have Game Pass out there, not, I get Game Pass because Game Pass is a great deal. Batman Arkham Knights, Hollow Knight, the Borderlands Handsome Collection, and Metro Exodus. All available today on Game Pass. Go download them. Actually, my Xbox is downloading Exodus, Hollow Knight, and Borderlands right now. Then, open beta for Game Pass on PC starts today. And Halo Reach with the Master Chief Collection is available on PC now. So, get your Game Pass on your PC if you don't have an Xbox One. Or, they're actually bundling in a deal. They had Game Pass with Xbox Gold, with your PC hookup, all for $15 a month. And Game Pass is $10 a month. So for $5 more, you're going to get Gold, and you're going to get hooked up to your PC. That's a great deal. So check that out. Coming sometime soon on Game Pass will be Microsoft Flight Simulator, all new, all redone, all in 4K. It looked awesome. Never played a flight simulator, but I might hook it up, download it, try it out, because it is free on Game Pass. Great. Next, and this was something I noticed. Spawnwave didn't say it in his video, but I did notice it, and I was interested in seeing it. Ages of Empire 2, the Definitive Edition, launches on Game Pass this fall. But I didn't see where usually it was saying Xbox One /PC. This one just said Windows PC. So that might be an exclusive to Windows PC Game Pass people. You might want to check. I meant to check on that. But, you know, I'm doing this minutes right after the presentation, so I want to get this out there. Next, the next two I got did not have any release dates, but they showed them off. They showed a trailer for Wasteland 3. Looked interesting. A post-apocalyptic game. If it comes out on Game Pass, I'll probably check it out. If not, I'll probably pass. But this next one, whether it's out on Game Pass or not, I definitely want to check it out. I got the first one on the original Xbox. But Psychonauts 2 showed a trailer for it, and it looked awesome. So you definitely want to check that one out. Next up, they showed Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. All 9 films in one Lego game. And what I saw, I was even laughing at some of the trailer. There were some funny little snips in there. And that's available sometime in 2020. So, I'm figuring probably spring, early summer, probably that time. Next, they didn't have a release date, but, oh no, the feed I was watching froze. I had to back out and get back in. That's why I didn't get a release date. But Dragon Ball Game Project 2 Action RPG. And I know they said this is supposed to be an RPG, but it looked like more like a fighting game mixed into the RPG. I don't know if they were showing they weren't showing game footage, or if they were just showing snips and trailers and stuff. I'd like to see more on that later, but I'm interested in a Dragon Ball Z RPG. I'm not good at fighting games, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. I suck at all those games, so even the Dragon Ball Z fighting games, I'm terrible at. For some reason, I can't get the fighting technique down. But an action RPG for that, I'm into that. I want to try that. Next, they had a game come out that had an interesting concept. It looked like an indie game. Wasn't sure if it was indie or if it wasn't. But it's a game called 12 Minutes. Showed a guy and girl talking, and he was telling her that he'd already lived through this a couple times, and a guy's gonna knock on the door and come in and kill him. And I guess he has to solve the murder. And I guess you have the 12 minutes you keep reliving over and over that you have to solve who's killing you or whatever. And it just said soon, and I'm interested just to see what that is. I'm hoping it's on Game Pass or it's fairly cheap, because it didn't look very, graphic enhanced. I'm going to check that out because that whole premise just sounds interesting to me. Then they showed Gears 5, Bound for Blood, and Escape coming to Gears 5, which is a download pack, I think. And then they had Terminator Dark Fate for Gears. All this was coming out in September. So I'd be looking for that. And that Terminator Dark Fate, that looked awesome in the Gears, the 4K. So definitely don't be checking that out. All the Gears stuff coming out all in September of this year. Gonna be spending a lot of money in September having this plus the Sega Genesis Mini come out. So now I'm pumped for that. Gonna be getting all that. Then they showed off the new Elite controller Series 2, and man, did it look awesome. I'm definitely going to pre-order one of those. My main Xbox One controller is about dead, so the Analog 6 about had it. So then they had Dying Light 2 coming in spring of 2020, and I love Dying Light 1, so I can't wait to play Dying Light 2. I'd be checking that out if all you survival horror fans, or you guys like Dying Light, any of those type of games. Dying Light 2 would be an awesome game to play. I'll try to cover it on the channel. Horizon 4, Lego Speed Champions expansion. I'm not much into the Horizon series. I dabbled in a few of them, but this Lego Speed Champion looks cool. So I think I'm probably going to buy the expansion pack for that when it comes out later this week. And we might dabble in it. Might show some gameplay of it after I get it. Then they showed Gears Pop Mobile. I got bored with that and didn't even write down the release date or when that was. But for those of you like more mobile games, it's Gears in the little pop form, the pop figure forms. And it's like a Gears Tactics game. Not interested at all in me. I refuse to play any more mobile games. Got too much time with consoles going on. Then they did State of Decay 2 Heartland DLC. 2 all new stories for State of Decay. For those of you that liked it, I did not. It's available free to download on Game Pass today. So, hey, there you go. Next, Phantasy Star Line on 2. One of Japan's ultimate games for RPG. Spring 2020, it will be available exclusively to Xbox. So, will that jump Xbox sales in Japan? Probably. And it will be free to play is what they said. So, that's interesting. Then they also came out with a game called Crossfire. And I actually lost feed again during that. But what I did get about Crossfire was just like an action based game, and it is time exclusive, first to the Xbox console in 2020. So that means you'll get it first on the Xbox, then it'll be released later on the other ones. Either probably 6 months or a year down. That's what they usually do at the time exclusive. Alright, I had to throw this little part in. I've in there editing and realized for somehow I skipped this in my notes. Borderlands 3 is coming out sometime in 2020, and they have a DLC pack for Borderlands 2 that joins, it's a free DLC that connects Borderlands 2 to Borderlands 3. That's available today. And you don't even have to have Borderlands 2 to get it. You can actually download that off Game Pass. You get it and then get the DLC. So, hey, it's all a bonus pack. You guys can all get that today and get ready for Borderlands 3. Myself, I've never played Borderlands. I need to try it. So, I'm downloading Borderlands 2, the Handsome Collection on my Xbox Game Pass, just to see what it's like. Then they came out with Tales of Arise 2020. You know, that had already been leaked before E3, but the gameplay and the gameplay and everything, you know, the graphics on it looked awesome. So sometime in 2020, we'll have to check that out. Then the last one, they really didn't show much gameplay on. They just talked about it really and showed a little brief trailer. Elden Ring. Not sure what that game's going to be about, but it will be available sometime. And then they started talking about the new Xbox system. So, the new Xbox is going to be labeled Project Scarlet. It'll be released in holiday 2020. They're saying it's going to be 120 frames per second. It's going to have a solid state drive. And, you know, it's got a new processor, everything. They're saying it's going to be 40 times faster than the Xbox One X. And it's going to be 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X. So, that being said, this is going to be an awesome system. I'm going to have to see the details later on the true specs of this compared to the PS5. But what's also going to launch this one is Halo Infinite will be a launch title game with Project Scarlet. I mean, they're going all out this year. Xbox probably gave their best presentation probably in the last 5 to 6 years, I think. So, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't want to show any gameplay because, don't want to get this flagged or anything. I just figured I'd run through everything with you guys. That's basically what I was showing you is my reactions, what I thought of this presentation. Microsoft, I think, hit it out of the park. Started out big, slowed down, picked back up, and that's to be expected. Everybody's not going to like everything. I'm not into the indie game scene as much. So, don't forget, again, leave a like, subscribe, Facebook, Twitter, and for those of you that stick around at the end, till June 20th, we still got the $15 AMC Gift Card Giveaway going on. So check it out, and I'll catch you guys back again tomorrow after Square Enix. We'll do another one of these and show what they showed. Catch you later.